Now it makes sense why I'm always extremely uncomfortable, everywhere, all the time. Bought an antique cake pan. Thought I should test for lead before using it. Hubby unemployed for 9 months. Finally landed a job that's not temp or a contract gig. 5 minutes after clocking in, he trips on some carpet and breaks his leg. Something tells me the salad I bought last night isn't safe to eat. Someone tried stealing my car last night. Just finished chopping 2 years worth of firewood, just for the barn I was storing the firewood in to burn down. In my defense, I'm really high. Opened this door while helping a relative today. Right lads, remember to lift with your legs, not your backs. This is what happens when you don't pat the load and say she ain't going nowhere. New highly anticipated Taco John's opened yesterday, caught on fire today. Finished my smoothie from Panera and found a bolt at the bottom. Yesterday, I was excited to remodel the bathroom. Beefaroni without any beef. They call this a blend. 999-piece mushroom puzzle complete. Flew first class and my seat was covered in someone else's dried vomit. The meal deal was £74, probably. My house is under renovation, and the mason assured me that it would only take 2 days to close the roof and not get wet here. Was told by my builder that this was the correct paint for the walls. Ordered a McDonald's breakfast because I'm hungover and there is no food in the house. Last sip of coffee, felt something in my mouth. Spit it out thinking it's some grounds or something. Nope, it's a tick. Garbage man destroyed our enclosure wall. Do I need to say more? Over 20 years of collecting MTG cards. Ruined by a waterline break in the basement. Do you think my lunch is done? You know it is spring when you find a ladybug in your burrito. My neighbor left his Thunderbird outside with the top down. It's pouring. Worst T-ball ever. My microwave lunch jumped up and flipped. I took out my DSLR after moving. Spent 24 hours making chicken bone broth, only to make this rookie mistake. The water coming out of the kitchen faucet at work. I work at a restaurant. Thieves broke my gaming shop and stole my consoles and TV. Now I have to start again. Was mowing some tall grass when I ran over something metal and speared my car's tire. Ambulance and fire truck waiting for train. All the frosting on my donut came off. Left the bread on top of the fridge for 2 weeks. It turns out my new Roomba is perfectly tall enough to absolutely obliterate itself on the bottom of my swivel chair. Rat got ice aged. Installing my brand new toilet. This contact lens split apart in my eye. Has this happened to anyone else? Every day, before a stressful workday, I like to go out back and check on the daffodils. Today I went and found this. Fell asleep with my glasses on the bed last night, then rolled over them in my sleep. They're my only pair and I currently have no vision insurance. Perfect start to the week. New card deck I bought. I didn't put on my sunscreen well enough. Guess we aren't getting through them. But it should grow back, right? I wanted to eat homemade chocolate sponge cake. Totally forgot about the baking powder. 15-hour flight with this in-flight entertainment system. I'm just saying, you should go to prom with me. Someone drove into the front of my local Dollar Tree again. Almost made it. Dad and stepmom sent us a Kringle. Within 15 minutes of drop off, I sat at work raging while I watched a squirrel devour it on my door cam. Only blooms once a year, and I broke it. My truck sits for months at a time. Had to do a dump run, and forgot there was a full bucket of oil in the backseat. Grubhub delivered the pizza I ordered. First time home buyer. I went to plug something in, and heard a faint crackling. Took the outlet apart and this is what we found. I'm just glad our house didn't burn down. Attempt to make baguette. Brothers ate everything but the crust. I found the missing piece. Using the color match technology at Lowe's. My cat ate my lunch, and also a pigeon peeped on my head today. It was 80 degrees 2 days ago. I'd like to check myself in please. Came home today to my saltwater aquarium side panel shattered. Luckily I saved the fish, but I have a lot of cleaning up to do. Dropped one of my earbuds on the forest floor. It bounced. It's just started thundering. Pulled its way through a board and then broke my hammer. The size of hail that just hit my house and vehicles. Left my bathroom window open for 3 weeks whilst I was away, and a bird laid a nest in my sink. Felt a shooting pain down my leg after bending down to dry myself after a shower. My co-worker, ladies and gentlemen. Favorite knife lost to butter. I met the guy putting a new roof on my apartment today. Never make a tea without looking at the mug when you live with cats. I set it against a wall and it slid down. It fell half a foot. Sitting on a bench near baggage claim 28 Terminal B at the Orlando International Airport, just to have bed bugs start biting me. Beware if you're in the area. Stranded on the side of the highway after my engine blew up. Left my charger in my car on a sunny day. Somehow a sunbeam melted a hole in it. It doesn't work anymore. Spray paint bottle exploded inside my Honda Active van. My beloved bird bath is crumbling slowly. Someone crashed into my neighbor's pool. Saw this on someone's car in the movie theater parking lot. Store-bought apple pie had a surprise inside. Doing some laundry. Be careful where you are putting screws in old buildings. Got a new TV, pulled it out box, doesn't work. Best Buy said we broke it, so we can't return it. Got woken up by the fire department at 3 AM because my trash can was on fire. Happy Easter. Stepped on a 4 inches nail while cleaning up after a bonfire. It went approximately 2 inches into my foot. I got a great deal on this 1991 Mercedes SL 500 last spring. I drove it a year until the motor quit. The mechanic said, "Too bad it's just before convertible season." I didn't know it was a convertible till now. Went to buy clothes yesterday, found the tag was still attached the next day. I don't know what happened here, but I really want to know. Windstorm took out a tree that's been in front of my house since before I was born. My fortune cookie was an ad. Everything you do is an investment in a future outcome. Invest in pieces of art masterpieces. A hornet found its way into my jacket while riding motorcycle. Bald-faced hornets have decided to take up residence on our house. AC has been out for a couple of days after a bad storm. I wonder why. Went to the grocery store yesterday morning. Went to my car this afternoon and this was in the back seat. Broke my hip at football just before my senior season. My charger went off when I removed it today. Finally got around to a much needed deep clean of the garage fridge. The large glass bottom piece exploded all over the place while I was cleaning it. When your cabinet decides it's time to break loose and come crashing down the day you install your brand new glass top stove. Somebody didn't strap the egg trolleys in properly on the truck. 10,500 eggs broken. Picked my car up from the mechanic yesterday after having a bunch of things replaced totaling $2,100 just to have burst into flames on me this morning. I'm too poor for this shit. After a 9-hour car ride, this is a picture my mom took of us at Mount Rushmore. Sitting here for over an hour waiting to be interviewed. So my brother decided to take his anger out on something of mine. As if COVID-19 and losing jobs wasn't bad enough, we just lost both cars to a tree. Happy Easter everyone. People shooting off guns for the 4th in the city. Bullets are still affected by gravity. The barn that my late grandparents built and the 67 Camaro my late father had just burned. I figure at the very least I can get some internet points out of it. Don't leave your kayak out in the sun. Didn't realize one of my glove fingers broke until I was done dyeing my hair. Supposed to be my bachelor party today. Now it's a party for one. It might feel odd later when I stripe for myself. Someone accidentally set off the fire suppression system in a military hangar. I've been saving up for a Switch for a couple months now. I finally got it last week and found this in my dog's mouth this morning. The lady at the courthouse neglected to tell me I was looking at the wrong camera. Had a few hours to spare. Thought I'd pamper myself a bit and try out my new pore suction before I were to head out to an important interview. Just moved in. I put aluminum foil down in the oven To make cleanup easier after cooking pizza, the foil melted and got stuck instead. Some random guy walked up and smashed my window with his skateboard. Straight up not having a good time right now. So I was heading to job interview and accidentally spilled coffee all over me just before interview. Not the best first impression, I suppose. 2 hours into a 10-hour shift, when a passenger asks if I know about the stowaway on my bus. My dad's plate just suddenly broke in his hand. We don't know how, but at least our dog enjoyed the hamburger helper. Was excited to eat kimchi for the first time in months. He gave it to me spoiled. Accidentally melted my backpack straps 12 hours before my flight. Guest star coming in 15 minutes. Our dog decided to use our fiber internet connection as a chew toy today. Bent over on my porch in the dark and headbutted a stick. I might just go back to cola again. This single earbud in the lost and found. We got a foot of snow and my shovel broke after 20 feet. We live on a corner lot. Backed into the garage door. But don't worry, it's only a low of -7 tonight. I just want some lasagna for dinner. Well, there goes my breakfast. I sweat so much, when I sit down my foot touches my lap and makes it look like I peed myself. I guess I won't eat pizza tonight. My car broke 5 minutes too early. I was on my way to buy a new one. Had to be picked up. The ATM took my card then just shut down. Going to OR for emergency surgery for ovarian torsion and cyst they found. Wish me luck. Forgot the window open over the weekend. 3 cars had all of their tires stolen in the hotel parking lot last night. Found where the cat pee smell came from Lego bin. I was eating steamed mussels and felt a crunch and thought I eaten part of a shell or something, but it turned out to be a baby crab. I need to see your ID. Got a ticket because the parking disc melted. Let's just say that it got a little toasty outside today. Got a flat. Replaced the tire. 5 minutes later the spare went flat too. All stores are out of stock. Online delivery a few weeks away. Opened the wrong side of the pepper. After signing an agreement with a communications giant here in Canada, we were gifted a 55-inch TV and waited 6 weeks for it to be delivered. After the hubby set it all up and turned it on, we get this wicked abstract art included on the picture. Whoops. I'm getting the hang of this brand new Mao. My dog is getting old. He hurt his paw and ended up staying in bed all day, refusing to get up to go out or eat. I finally gave him some pain meds and had to feed him in bed. This snack's so ducking much. Got a displaced clavicle after accidentally getting tripped in a track workout yesterday. Landed directly onto my shoulder at sprint speed. Fell through my garage and onto my car today trying to fix the air conditioner in the attic. Started with one problem, ended with 2. Went to check my hose for ice and accidentally snapped the hose open. I'm waiting for maintenance at the retail store I own an hour past closing on a Saturday as sewage leaks out from under my toilet. And how was your day going? friend dropped my brand new 240Hz monitor. This is how they plowed the parking lot at work after a big snowstorm. Just broke one of my front teeth while eating this salad. No, there wasn't any unexpected hard thing in it. No, I do not have dental insurance. That was my bedroom on the left. This was a few years ago. Thankfully everyone got out safely. All 3 vaccinated. 2 boosted within the last month. Always careful and wear masks. Kind of glad we are getting it out of the way now, as I think everyone will get it eventually. This is my view from the bathroom floor, looking at the hole in the ceiling I just fell through. I accidentally ripped out my eyelashes an hour before I got married. Guess what kind of animal nonchalantly pushed my mug from the table? I do what I want. When the road wants to kill you. My wife's attempt at making vegan waffles. Made the mistake of not asking market price. $53 per shrimp. Crevettes royales. 0.82 pounds at $130 per pound. $106.60. My parents cut down my favorite plant in the house because it was a waste of water. Papaya plant. Just got hit by a 5-ton truck. My body made the dent. I'm okay. My girlfriend found a band-aid in her food. Well, in her mouth really.